Hey guys, so today I want to go over how to bend an offset in EMT conduit. It'll be the same with any size and any type of conduit. This is the Klein bender, the 3/4 bender, the new one. This little shoe, this little guide right here, it's got those little nubs right down there on the bottom. They actually lock down into the groove at the angle measure that you need. So I'm gonna snap this in here and I'll get back with you, but this is going to be how to bend an offset in conduit. All right guys, so I got that snapped in there. It locks down nice. You'll see the lines on top. It says 22.5, 30 and 45 on that one line. That lines up with the top of the measurement. So to know that your guide is in the correct spot, it just needs to line up with the very top of the angle mark on the bender. Now for 10 degrees, it'll line up on this farther back. So whenever you snap it in the 10 degrees, it'll line up with that line. So to bend an offset, you're gonna have to multiply, do a little math here. You're gonna have to multiply depending on what your angle measure is. So I need a 13-inch offset. So we're gonna write that down, 13 inches, right? And I'm gonna bend it on 30 degrees. So that's where I've got my bump guide at. So to get a 13-inch offset at 30 degrees, let's put 30 degrees up here, okay, you're going to multiply by 2. So anytime you make an offset at 30 degrees, you're going to multiply it by 2. So that gives us 26. So from your first mark on your offset, you're going to come back 26 inches and mark it again. Now we'll go over here to the conduit that I'm working on, and I just need this offset at the end of the pipe. So what we're gonna do is, I always come back with my first mark. Let me see if I can get it to focus here. I always come back with my first mark at 3 inches. So that gives me 2 inches for the head of the shoe. That's 2 inches right there, and then that gives me another inch sticking out, and that'll keep me from egging the end of my pipe. So I always start at 3 inches, and then I come back to here. I come back to here and I put another little dot. Now on my second line, I put little dots all the way around where you can just barely see them. That's where my second bend's going to be. So the reason I use little dots is so that you don't see a big black line all the way around the conduit. It doesn't look very professional, and these little dots, you'll never see them unless you're within 2 or 3 feet of the conduit. So the way this little guide is going to work is you're going to put your conduit down in the shoe, and you're gonna bend it until you see it and feel it just barely bump that guide. Soon as it bumps that guide, that's 30 degrees. You stop. Then you turn your conduit over 180 degrees and bend it again till it barely bumps that guide. And when you do, you've got a nice level offset. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the first bend, and I'll get back with you. Now there's some tips and tricks that you can do to make sure that you don't have a dog in your pipe. So right here on the end of the shoe, you'll see an arrow and another arrow at the top. I don't use the top arrow. I use this side arrow and the end of the shoe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll the seam of the conduit to one or the other, and I'm gonna make my first bend. After I make that first bend, I'm gonna roll it to the opposite one and bend it again. So the seam will be here on one and here on another one, and that'll give me a perfect offset with no dog in it. A dog is just a crooked offset. So yeah, I'll get right back to you after the first bend. All right, so I've got my mark lined up with my arrow. That's where you should bend at, is right there at that arrow. And then if you see that crease, that little shiny spot, that is the seam of the conduit. I've got the seam of the conduit lined up just perfect with that flat spot at the end of the head on the shoe. So that's right there. So my mark is lined up and my seam is lined up. Now I'm going to make my bend. Now I've got my second mark lined up with my arrow on the other side. And if you come down here, you can see that shiny spot on the conduit. That is the seam, and it is lined up with that arrow on the end, on the side of the shoe. Not the top arrow, the side arrow right there. That seam is lined up. So what that means that my bottom bend down there will be perfectly straight with this top bend. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this bend and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so there is a level 13-inch offset on 3/4 EMT with no dog. And you can check for a no dog by simply taking your foot and trying to wiggle the conduit there. You get no wiggle. Of course, this roof's not very level or smooth, but it's not picking up back there, so you know there's no dog in it. Now the two most common offsets you're going to do is going to be a 30-degree and a 45-degree. So a 30-degree is ×2, but a 45-degree is times 1.4. So I'll write that right here. So 30 is ×2 and 45 is times 1.4. So that means if you needed a 10-inch offset, you would multiply your 10 inches times 1.4, and that would give you a 14-inch difference between your first and second mark. So this one is 30 degrees, this one is 45. So for a 30-degree offset, multiply by 2. For a 45-degree offset, multiply by 1.4. And as far as this bender, it's got the multipliers on the side of it for all your offsets. So I really like this bender a lot. That 2.6 that you see is for a 22-degree offset. So grab this bender and you won't have to worry about remembering any of that, because it'll always be on the side of it. And I really like the bump stop too. So yeah, that's how you bend an offset in Conduit. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you don't miss all our future videos. I'll go over a 3-point saddle and a 4-point saddle very soon, as well as shrink factor on those. So y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching. Links will be in the description below.